Hello viewers and replay viewers, I'm just going to turn you landscape. Hang on. This is the River Wensum in Norwich. You can see how small it is compared to when Claire scoops from the Seine in Paris. You know, it takes a while to walk across, but then if you look, hang on, look, so that's the sort of standard view. A lot of people take that photo. If you look the other side, there's a ribs of beef there and a mischief pub there, and that will take a few seconds to stagger from one pub to the other, whereas if you're walking across a large river like the Thames or the Seine, however you pronounce it, people pronounce it differently, don't they, then that'll take ages. I think, you know, back when Norwich was a port donkeys years ago, the river was wider, but these days that's quite little. And I don't think it came up this far as a port anyway. I don't know, because there used to be, where these houses are here, there used to be warehouses and things, so things did go by river then, you know. So yeah, years ago. So that's a cathedral in the background above the houses are been restored from old warehouses, so, and they're quite pretty now. At so I'll just hold it steady and try and give you a screenshot if you like it, and I'm gonna wander about. So like, I could, you know, go a bit further. Sorry about the view of the pavement and things. I'm trying to put my rucksack back on my bag, and yeah. So I mean, I bring a camera with me as well, so, but I'm not taking camera photos while I'm doing this, so there you go. So that's the river, and I can take you over here. So what I'll do is I'll walk alongside just to the right of the Mischief Pub, and so we wait for the traffic to get out of the way. I've got my reading glasses on, so, you know, for distance I can't see anything at all, just the phone. So that's Fire Bridge, what I just came over, and now I'm going to take you around the back here. Okay, hello, Alex Daily TV. Hello, Alex Daily TV. Right, we'll go around this way. So, a lot of these buildings have still got flint in the buildings from years ago. Like this. There we go. Good day. Hello. Good day. Right there. So, there's another old church at the back. There's loads of old churches in Norwich. Some are used, some are not. Oh, Derek Bickford. Yeah, I don't, you know, I know he's a historian. Don't really know his work, to be honest. I mean, history books I've read all over the place, you know. But right then, so, and these are relatively new buildings in Dutch style here next to the river, and right then, hello, Bruce Reed 1. Bruce Reed 1. So there's another flint side to this building here. There we go. And, I always wobble a bit in these boots I wear, the heavy boots. I recall you saying you had heard of him. He visited all places on earth. Dang, no. I said, oh, yeah, there's about 6, aren't there? Because every time I look for local scoops and I type in Norwich, I get about 6 or 7 come up. So there's obviously the next one is Connecticut, and there's a New York one, and there's some others, a Canadian one, and so that's the Ribs of Beef pub and the river, and that's Fire Bridge there, and then these flats are fairly new, as are the buildings on the side I'm on now. And so we just take a bit further along. It's a nice time of day to do a scoop, when actually better when you go past buildings that are lit up and things, because you get then a mixture of daylight and the lights on the buildings, but because it's not quite twilight yet. Created Norwich Norfolk World Family. Okay, 56. Oh, well, they're not all on Periscope. There's about 7, I think. But anyway, and I think they get their mapping from Google probably. So I don't know. Let me just. So they'll go back along by the side of the river, and and we'll do another little look back towards Five Bridge again. Which, oh, sorry, I bashed it in that bus. There we go. I haven't been drinking. I'm more wobbly when I haven't been drinking than when I have. Anyway, there you go. So there's a plaque in the Lord Mayor's office in Norwich with all the places. Okay, right. Maybe some of them are smaller and they don't, you know, they don't register. I think that's the main ones that are probably on Google Maps. So that's part of the Norwich University of the Arts. That's one of the buildings. The buildings are all over the place these days, so, but they're around the city centre, whereas the University East Anglia is a campus-based university. So, and we walk to the bridge on St George's Street. So, and I know it's a bit wobbly. This phone hasn't got stabilisation. I mean, if I did this by camera, it would be stabilised more. But there you go. Right then, that's so we have these willows, and that's the bridge over St George's Street. And if I come, there's a little bit of a green here, and there is a sculpture which I'll show you. So there we go. And do you know the old song? Oh yeah, I do. I never liked it, but there you go. I prefer some of the bands who come from here now, to be honest. Right. Let me just go and show you the sculpture over here. Okay, so like we go. And I don't know whether to do this in portrait mode. I could, can't I? Okay, I'm going to swivel you around. It is fun to hear the old time. Okay, yeah. Well, they do vary quite a bit, especially these days, you know. People get influences from lots of places now. And I'll just show you the sculpture from the other side. So that's looking back towards the river. And this is that way. That's looking back towards the river. And right then, this is the playhouse. That's the playhouse over there. That building there, from there to there. And let me just. I was thinking of doing some dusk photos or videos, but at the moment I'll just stick with Periscope. So this is the bridge on St George's Street, and that's not as scenic as the Fire Bridge, so, but you have, this is looking west, and looking east is, oh, I'm going to fall over in a minute because I can't see where I'm going. Maybe, and that's looking east. You can see the cathedral just in the background there at the edge. So if you go that way a bit, there you go, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Very nice tour today. Okay, well I've only done a little bit, but it's mainly the river, you see. Rivers are very important. Much more so years ago, but they still are. Right. Well, I will take you to St Andrews and Blackfriars Hall, which they now call the Halls. And so that's part of the University of the Arts, that building there. And we'll go. I can't see anything by the screen because I've got my reading glasses. Okay. So there's another bit of University of Arts there, and that's a very old building, that bit there. I don't know what year it is. Okay. And just so you go, and then you can just hear a busker in the background now that I passed. We get quite a few buskers in Norwich. They brighten up the city with tunes. Where they can. Now, so this pub on the corner here is now called the Dog House, but years ago it used to be called the Red Lion, and I met a girlfriend in there 1978-79 New Year's Eve, and we got married in '86 and then divorced in 2001. A little bit of history there. Okay. And keep going.
That's the one not to catch.
So there's a cafe here. Was it a shop? Hang on, I think not. Well, that might be a shop, and the other one a cafe. I know there's one here, so I can't see people because I've got my reading glasses on. So I'm trying to read your name now. Dressmas. Right. No, there's cafes here. The cafe is there, and there's another pub on the corner. In fact, just a little bit about pubs in Norwich. They're very close together. It's very easy to walk around loads of Norwich pubs and do lots of pub crawls. In fact, where I live has 81 real ale pubs within a mile of where I live, so you know it's quite a lot, isn't it? Okay. And let's go. Is there a bot in here? I don't know. So that one's called St Andrews Hall. They now just put them together and call them the Halls. That's owned by the City Council. And the other one at the back is Blackfriars Hall, and they're 16th century. But actually, yeah, whatever. Right, they have a little explanation board over here. Last time I did, this is the explanation board. Oh, are you talking about the Adam and Eve now? Because so sometimes the White Lion says they're older. Yes, yeah, but I think the Adam and Eve is pretty undisputed. So that's the halls. But and if you look, actually, it goes back further, but of course they knocked down and rebuilt. Hang on, see. Look, here we are, like 1250 original site was founded. 1307, taken over by, and then, you know, they're all at different times, destroyed by fire in 1613, then they had to rebuild it, see? So that's, you know, there we go. And that, in those days, that was quite common for places to get burnt down and rebuilt, you know, quite a lot. There we go. To Thomas Erpingham and Catherine. There we go. Which is the St Andrew's Brew House, and before that it was, hang on, Delaney's Irish Bar, and then before that it was a festival house, and that was a festival house for many years. And they used to have discos upstairs, which were very smoky because people smoked in pubs back in the 70s and stuff. So you go. And what am I going to finish on? I'll finish. Now I'm going to take you up Bridewell Alley, I think. So I've got loads of data. I've got 19.5 gigabytes, so let me just keep going if I can without getting knocked over. So there's another church here. There's churches all over the place. They're not all used. But this one is. Oops, yeah, look, there's something like that. That one is. So that one's used. That one's used by Christians. I'm not a Christian, so I don't know. And St Andrew's Church, that one is. So that's it. Is that great? Oh, the Puppet Man, yeah. The funny thing about the Puppet Man, he is, I don't know, 68 or 69 now. He must get an old age pension. So he does it just for fun, you know. I mean, okay. And we have a little, that's a circle again. You can look up at the top of the church up there like that. There you go. And take you back horizontal. So there's another little cafe here. And so and that's the view from the side there. There you go. This is called Bridewell Alley. It's one of the little alleys that are in the centre of Norwich. And here's different shops. That one's actually to let now. That was, one of these was, anyway, they're closed. They were, and this is a hairdresser's there. And that's the museum, Bridewell Museum, just over there. And you can have a little read of what it says. There we go. Oop, and they changed the video. There you go. So that's like a little video there. And that one's shut as well now. And there's another hairdresser's over there. And this one's a cafe, isn't it? This one's a cafe. I have been in there. And this one's a fitness store here. And this one is vintage clothes, vintage things and clothes and things. And this one is sort of suits and things. And then there's a sort of building. This can be used for parties and hired for events and things. This is now Bedford Street. It's a little semi-paved semi-pedestrian I would say. Now I go to Swan Lane. So see the swan on the top of the, hang on, let's zoom in a bit. There you go. The swan on top of that. And so there's a restaurant on the right hand side there called Turtle Bay. There you go. And who's up there? There's several jewellers up here. And that one. That one is food. This is a whiskey shop. The whiskey shop. The whiskey shop. There you go. And that one's a jeweller's. And this one is feet. Everything for feet. That one is. So. And sorry. And there's another jeweller's on the right hand side on the corner. Lots of jewellers there. Whiskey shop. Yeah. I don't drink it anymore because I just drink beer. I have to look after my liver. So there we go. And over here, that was a cruise shop. That's now a restaurant. Hello, Austin, Texas. Hello. So now I have, hang on a second, a wee drama single malt. Yeah. No, I used to drink it. You know, not all the time, but occasionally. But not now, unfortunately. So I'll go right in the city centre now, because might as well. So we're passing buskers. There's quite a few in Norwich, and they bring colour to the city, you know. So you can see city. This is now London Street, and you can see that's HSBC Bank on the left, and City Hall clock sticking up in the background. Oh, and I am tuning in from tiny Norwich Township in Pennsylvania. Oh right, no, you're not one that's on the Periscope list, because like Periscope lists about 7 Norwiches, and but then because it doesn't list everything, you know. So this is a cycle shop here. Cycles there, and let's keep going. Let's go. And so, now this is quite a good time for, you know, doing Christmas lights and things, because you've still got a bit of light in the sky, so they don't get overexposed too much. Like, actually they still overexposed, because if I look at my screen and the colour of the lights, the lights got a lot more colour than what's on my screen, so you can tell when you're doing it. Okay. Anyway, this is Gerald's, which is a department store and sells all kinds of stuff. I can't. Anyway, leave that and we'll keep going. So this is the time of day I really want to video, so we'll keep. And it must indeed be true that England is a nation. Well, I'm in the city centre, so you can have a lot of shops. If I was, you know, on the estate out somewhere, you know, you wouldn't see so many. But yeah, but not only shops, but you have the market, you see. And the market is supposed to be the oldest and biggest covered one in Europe. It's about 800, 900 years old. So, and then you got there's Halifax Building Society. The market's over there. I'll show you in a minute, and we'll keep going this way. And so that shop is called Hotter than what? I don't know, but that's what it's called. There you go. Maybe. I have to try not to bump into people because I can't see where I'm going. I can only see the screen. There we go. You can see City Hall there behind a tree. There's a market. Now I'll get clear of the cars so you can see it properly then. And then, hey, Actually, I'm so glad to see. Okay. Thanks for that. Thank you. So now you can see the through Christmas lights with the. So that's. Hang on, we'll go a bit over to the right. Hang on a sec. So now you can see in the background sticking up St Peter Mancroft Church. Next to that, there's a Garnet pub, and then the shops, and then the market is right along here. And that is. Now this is a nice time of day to do it because we've got a mixture of daylight and tungsten lights. Well, they're not tungsten so much these days, are they? But go. And then you've got a coffee shop on the corner, Lloyd's Bank there. And I'm just going to go a bit further away and give you a better view of the market. So hang on a sec. Okay, I visited that very spot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there's been quite a few mayors since then, haven't there? Hang on a sec. The castle's in the background, but there's lights in front of it. So that's a better view of the market and City Hall. There you go. I'll just try and hold it steady for a little bit. There you go. And what we're going to do, I'm going to take you right through the tunnel as well, because what I want to do is I want to sit down and get something to eat and drink and put some stamps on some cards. So we'll go right through here. And so if we go that way and then look down here, this is the Royal Arcade. That's full of shops. I have been through there on a scoot before, so although they're all different, aren't they? You know, different people look. So I'm gonna right over here. There's the end part of the market, the fish stall and that, and then there's a Garnet pub in the background, and the St Peter Mancroft Church sticking up there. And so we'll keep going. I've got loads of data, so and now I'll keep on the right hand side of the shops because we can only do one side really. Okay. And so there's three, that's mobile phone. There's opticians there. There's another opticians there. And there's the West Cornwall pasty, and then Starbucks on the corner next to that. And let me just go through. Now we've got to the tunnel to the forum and I'll finish on that. So we'll keep going. Keep going. So you get street stalls as well as the market and the shops. And there we go. Right, now I'm going to turn right as long as I don't. There we go. Now, so we're going to go up. There's next on the left, and then there's a tunnel of light as I go up. So we'll go through that. Now, probably a lot of the lights will be overexposed, but you'll be alright. You are getting a good walk. Yeah, I do. No, actually, I went to the pub yesterday, so I thought I'd drink today, really. But yeah, no, you can see that the phone is overexposed and the lights a bit, so they're not as colourful as they would be if I used the camera. Anyway, let me just go through, and I'll go through now. So I'll stop here a second, get my breath while I Hello, turn a bit like. So hang on a sec. Now we get more colour. Now the colour is a lot more to my eye than it is on the phone screen, so that means it's overexposing a bit, you know, that's just the way it is. If you want to get colour, you have to underexpose a bit, so I can't fiddle with the phone at the moment. Quite spectacular, yeah. There you go. Right then, shall I finish on something like this? Could do, can I? Let me just wait till the colours come back. I'll finish on something nice. Hang on a sec. No, I don't want to finish with a child in the pram. Hang on a sec. No, yeah. That'll do. No, I'll just finish on the forum. That'll be easier, won't it? I won't get people in. I don't want to finish with people in them. So, like, we'll finish on this.